it's just.
But what do you think's gone wrong?
Boy, I don't know. Maybe it's like Yardi says, the midfield is not playing as well. Obviously, Gable's not playing as well. Bukai's not playing as well. But then what I would say to counter that is that they played out of their skin last season. So unfortunately, this is always
we done business about last season now.
This season.
So
this season.
Yeah, this year we did it. But like I said, we played so well. We even overachieved last season.
We overachieved last season. First of all, yeah. How many seasons were Liverpool, pushing Man City every season? It wasn't after one season of pushing them that they said, oh, we're tired. I'm tired now. I need to have rest. I need a cup of tea. I need some water. I'm tired now. What are you talking about? An elite club should be fighting every season, not one season. And then to how is it getting second is overachieving at Arsenal? This filho da puta falada toda falada merda, talking rubbish. But you see the standards of the majority of these fans, bro. Overachieving to win nothing. No. This is achievement. Invincible. Yeah. This is achievement. Yeah. Don't tell me top 4 is achievement. It's nothing. What do you make of this, bro?
It's the mentality issue we're talking about, because even fans have this kind of mentality. When you finish second, oh, you've achieved a lot. When you make top 4, this is Arsenal. This is Arsenal Football Club. We know where we come from. Like, we know what we've done in the world of football. So when you call finishing second to Manchester City, overachieving, it simply shows you the mentality. You get me? It simply shows you the mentality. And this whole thing has been going on for so long that so many people are just okay with it. I bet you we'll make top 4 this season, fans will start celebrating. I bet you. We'll make top 4 this season, people will celebrate making top 4. And tell you, oh, we're gonna go for the Champions League, get the Champions League money, do well in the summer, and go win the league next season. The same thing you said last season. You said the same thing last season. We're gonna go for the league this season, and then you're talking about if we get a striker this January, we're gonna go for the league. Next season, you're gonna tell me, well, if we get a player January, we'll go for the league. How long will you keep saying this whole thing every season? If we get.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, at what stage of the phase can we expect to win the league? What phase?
That's exactly the problem, because the process is not defined. We just know we're in a process. When is the end to this process?
There'll be a time when there's going to be a drop-off. I think for us, you don't want to drop off, but if the drop-off is happening now, we can swear out because there's a long, long way to go.
We can give them Eddie on as well.
No.
What?
No.
Yeah, man.
You wouldn't do that?
No.
Give them Eddie.
No.
Eddie plus some millions for Ivan Toney.
Absolutely not.
160 million on Eddie.
Add him to Eddie.
Why?
Add him to Eddie.
Hold on, wait a minute, why?
Because there's no point in selling now.
So if you think
hold on.
I still want it. I still want to keep it.
60
Eddie
million
Nketiah plus 50 million.
Yeah, 50.
No. I'll still say no.
Eddie Nketiah plus, say, 50 million for Ivan Toney.
No. The only way I wouldn't sell Eddie, but if I did, which I wouldn't, I'd be selling Eddie abroad. That's what I'd be doing.
What, bro? Look at the fan base, bro. Look at the UK fan base. Look at this crap, bro. What has Eddie Nketiah ever done? When we relied on him to get top 4 2 seasons ago, he wasn't good enough for 10 games. 10! Only 10 he had to perform. 10! And he couldn't perform. What are we talking about? This guy is a bum. He's unreliable. I'm sick and tired of this Emirates flipping Eddie Murphy, bro. He's rubbish. But this is Arsenal, bro. All our players are amazing until we don't win the league. And then, just believe. Just trust. They're your boys. Back them. Just get behind them. What happened with the Iwobi? Iwobi, the same Pukaria. Get behind him. Believe in the Iwobi. Believe. Iwobi's in Fulham. He's not good enough, Philo da Puta. I don't know, bro.
First of all, what has he done? Because I was telling a friend, you look at people who has won that JC, the likes of Thierry Henry, Theo Walcott, and Aubameyang. You get me? These players has goals in them. First team players, performers for the club. They performed for the club. You get me? So I asked somebody, what has Nketiah done to actually deserve the number 14 JC and the new contract you give to him? Nothing, other than being on the bench. You get me? And for a team that wants to go for the title, you don't need players. You don't need players who just be on the bench and give you one stellar performance every 5 games. After the game against Nottingham Forest, the hat-trick, Nketiah has given nothing coming off the bench. Nothing.
And they told
Absolutely.
us to apologize.
Absolutely. Absolutely nothing. And I was telling someone, I said, I bet you next month Nketiah comes on, gives you one stellar performance. You keep saying, don't sell, don't sell, don't sell. Believe in it. Let this player go. Crystal Palace needs this player. Give him to Crystal Palace. Take the money. Invest in somebody better. You get me? You have a Gabriel Jesus who can't give you those numbers of goals you want. Jesus can't even stay in the box. He can't even stay in the box. He won't even stay in the box. You get me? So let Eddie Nketiah go. Get somebody better.
They'll never learn,
Real
bro.
though.
They'll never learn. You know why? Because at the end of the season, then they got an excuse. Oh, but we needed to buy a striker, but it was too expensive. Oh, maybe next season we'll get a striker, then we'll win. Then we'll get this player, then we'll win. Why don't we just act now? Why don't we act now?
We needed to get a striker when Aubameyang left. We decided to stick with Lacazette. How did it end?
Exactly.
How did it end?